Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review for you guys of the SH Figuarts Justice Batman, Machinations, and Bandai. Now, this figure looks excellent. I'm a big Batman fan, and as you can see in the front of the box, we have a nice window display of Batfleck himself, and we can turn to the side of the box. We have it where it says Batman, and then we can go to the back of the box where it has a little bit of a advertisement of what this figure can do. And this figure has one thing that I love, a cloth cape. So we're gonna take this guy out of his cardboard prison and be able to take a look at him and see if he's worthy of being on your shelf. And if you're new to this channel and you stumble upon because you love action figure reviews, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that way you don't miss any fantastic reviews from me. Because that's what I do. I do action figure reviews for you, so that way you don't spend top dollar on a figure that's not worth it. So with all that out of the way, let's get this guy out of his cardboard prison. So now that we have him out of his cardboard prison, I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of B-roll that I've done to be able to open him and get him out of his cardboard prison. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about that little B-roll section. So without the selfish plugs, we can get those out of the way. We can take a look at the figure himself. So let's do a quick size comparison with him with about 3 other figures from 3 different lines. Okay, so let's get right to that. So we have SH Figuarts Goku here, standing right next to Justice League Batman. Marvel Legends Deadpool, standing next to Justice League Batman. NECA Predator, standing next to Justice League Batman. So the body style of this figure is really stocky, because as you know, Ben Affleck was a real stocky Batman. I think body-wise and chin-wise, Ben Affleck was a good Batman, but I don't know what the hell the details was that happened for him to fail and fall out only after 2 movies. It kind of sucks. I would really like to see more. But we can look at this figure and you can see that it is Batman. I mean, the suit looks great. The cape is fine. I wish it draped over the shoulders more, where we can actually close it, because that's what Batman is known for. And you can see there's some glossy black paint all over him. And I think this figure depicts Batman very well. I wanted to pick up this figure when it first came out. I had to wait a little bit, but I'm glad I got my hands on. So let's get this guy a little closer. We could take a look at the paint app. So the figure is basically molded in all gray plastic, and they got beautiful shading all around the figure. You can see that there's some shading here on the bicep. You can see the shading right here at the abdomen. You can see that there's shading on the thigh. And shading makes a big issue, or actually not a big difference when coming to action figures, because it makes things pop on the figure. Let's take a look at the back. So they skimped out on the shading on the back of the figure, which is kind of disappointing, but they got shading on his ass. So at least we know that that's shaded to its movie accuracy. Before the face, let's bring him closer to get a good look at his face. Let me adjust the camera for you guys. So we have the figure here, and this figure looks great. You got the chin of Ben Affleck done very well. We can see the eyes are painted. I think the left eye for mine looks a little wonky. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if that excuse me, not the left eye, but the right eye kind of looks like it's too far in, the way that they painted the pupil. That's just my opinion, but you know, opinions do change. Now this figure comes with not too many accessories, and we're going to go over the accessories in a little bit, so make sure to stay tuned. But I'm just looking at all the paint and the way that they made this figure. You can see that these gauntlets are painted with a nice silver or bronze kind of color, and I think it ties in well with the figure, because if you look at the utility belt, the figure is also has that same bronze decal, and also on the tip of his boots, if you could see that. So there's a bronze color there, which looks good. I mean, not much I could say about the paint apps. So let's go into what everybody's favorite time is. It's articulation time. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, a bend at the elbow, rotation, hinge. Ab crunch goes back, goes forward. Got a lean, the left and the right. Got a swivel, best spread. We have a swivel here, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge, pivot, and a hinge. So with handling this figure, the amount of time that I have, the joints on the arms feel a little loose. The hinges on the elbow feel tight, feel really good. These little, I don't know, gauntlet spikes, they are pointy, so I would watch out for eyes or anything like that. The legs look like they'll be able to hold position very well. We have good articulation all around the figure. I mean, you're going to be able to get some dynamic poses without a doubt. There's no way you're not going to get dynamic poses. Now, as for the cape, there is a bendy wire in it, so you could be able to display the cape any way you need, you know, so that way you could get the most dynamic range with this figure at all times. So let's move over to the accessories part of this figure. Batman comes with 2 fisted hands, 2 open palm hands. He has 2 slightly gripping hands or trigger hands. So then he also has his 2 batarang holding hands. So they actually pinch in the middle. We can actually go over the rest of the accessories since we got the hands out of the way. So these hands are slightly open on the top, and you can be able to throw the batarang in there just like if he was about to throw it. Get a pose of him about to throw a batarang in one of the directions here. Let me see if I can get a good one. Batman about to throw a batarang. So that's one of the other accessories he has. If you want to take a look at the batarang a little closer detail, we can see right here. See the batarang right here? It's nice and silver. It's shaped just like the bat symbol. Not much detail to it. There is some like lining work that they did, but it would have been nice if this came with a couple of them. You know, maybe some damaged ones, maybe some, you know, with different colors. That would have been great. The other accessory he does come with is his grappling gun, which I find it's a nice touch accessory. I mean, you can see the nice brown wooden handle. You can see the nice silver detail on the other side. I feel like they only painted one side and they left the other side kind of bare. But there's a reason for that, because this little piece right here, I mean, you can barely see it, but this comes off. And there's a reason why it comes off, because there's another attachment that goes there that shows that the grappling gun is actually loaded and actually has the grapples here. My figure didn't come with that. That's why I'm actually, full disclosure guys, I'm actually sending this figure back to Amazon where I bought it, and so that way they can get my piece that I'm missing, because you could see that there's like little ridges here. If I turn it this way, you can kind of see that there's things missing. Obviously the grapples, and there's an exchangeable piece that's supposed to come with this, and it didn't. So that's the piece that I'm missing. Now with this figure, I've messed with them for quite a bit. As for articulation and other things like that, it's really good. I feel that this figure could have done better. There is some loose bits around it, you know, with his ankles, maybe some of his other parts of his body. His legs feel fine. His abdomen does get a little loose. It doesn't want to stand just right. But you could get Batman in a range of dynamic poses all around. I mean, you can see from the photos that I'm showing you guys, you can get Batman almost to any pose you'd like, as long as you want him to. He also will couple well with a flight stand if you wanted to, so that we can get some aerodynamic poses of him flying through the air as well. That pretty much wraps up this review, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed that B-roll section. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this figure. Also, let me know if you've actually picked up this figure yourself, and are you continuing the Justice League line yourself as well. And I'd like to thank all my supporters and subscribers out there, guys. My goal is to reach 500, you know, before the end of May. So if you guys can help me out with that goal, I'll have a special treat for you guys once that goal is met. I really appreciate all your guys' support. Hit that like button as hard as you can, so that way we can get this video some major likes, because I know you guys enjoy my content. I see you guys looking at all my stuff. So stay tuned for guys for the next video, because I'm actually gonna do a video on how to light and do reviews. And if that's a video you'd like, let me know in the comments. I want to try to do more videos to help you start up your own YouTube channel in a weird way. So I'll have like a little playlist of that. I'll do a couple videos for you guys as well. So until next time.